That's Mosh Sports. Make sure you're following him everywhere. Make sure you're following me everywhere. Please sub to my YouTube, man. I'm trying to monetize on YouTube. It is hard out here. I love
It is.
TikTok. TikTok is my favorite app. I want to be able to monetize on other apps. Instagram doesn't pay you shit. So we don't go on and, we don't stream on Instagram. Instagram doesn't pay anything, dude. It's really annoying. How many views I get? Like millions per month, and they don't give me a fucking dime. But you know what? We're going to be talking about the 49ers today. This will be available on YouTube right after. Going to be coming out with some great long form content. And guess what? I don't work until 11 p.m. Saturday, Maj. So after the game, we'll stream. If it's bad or good, we'll stream.
Oh,
We'll
100%.
stream. We'll
It's
be
gonna be
there
good though.
because I'm doing the overnight on Saturday night. And by the way, my Saturday they play tomorrow is a week before my birthday. I
Good
believe,
shit.
right?
Happy birthday.
Right? Isn't tomorrow a week before my birthday? No, 2 weeks before.
2 weeks.
I screwed up. 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, the 31st of January. I was born on Super Bowl Sunday, by the way, at 11 p.m. at night. The Broncos, I think, because they played it in January, back in the day, at the end of January. Yeah, I'm an old man. I've lived in 2 centuries, Maj. So,
Unk right here.
yeah, dude. All of a sudden, I'll have kids in a few years and be married, probably. Jeez,
Good
not
shit.
ready for that shit. Dude.
Yeah.
Once you get into a long-term
long ways to go for
relationship,
me.
bro, once you get into a long-term relationship and everyone around you starts getting married, your girl's gonna want you to get married and
Yeah.
eventually want a kid and stuff. Dude, I'm still a kid. I'm not ready for kids, bro. Luckily, I don't have to worry about that for at least a few more years, but I'm about to be 27. So, alrighty, let's go. Let's talk about the Niners. So, I'm not going to show any stats today for 2 reasons. The Niners are worse at literally every aspect of football than the Seattle Seahawks. Pretty much. Besides, if you were looking at just advanced stats, DVOA, run defense, pass defense, Seattle is the best team in the league when it comes to that. But games aren't won on paper, Maj. They're won on the fucking battlefield. Am I right?
Dude, there's just yes, the Seahawks have a better team. It's just, do they have more heart than the 49ers? I just don't know what it is with this team. It's special. It's different. If you would have told me that we would have been in the divisional round right now, I would have said, no, you're stupid. You're delusional. We aren't winning without Warner, Bosa, now Kittle, like freaking Demarcus Robinson having 100-yard games. There's just something about this team, and it's weird. I just have I don't know what I can't tell you the feeling. It's just I got a feeling in my balls that this team is gonna win. I don't know what it is.
All I got to say is let's hope BCB has his balls this weekend. He had them last week. He stepped up when it mattered. And I was critical of him last week. I said, why the fuck is he throwing the football into coverages like that? But remember, that is the cost and benefit of Brock Purdy. You'll get the high risk, high reward plays. You'll have the Jawan Jennings play that kept him in the game. Remember, after Kittle got hurt, layered it right over Zach Bond. Like, he's excellent at that. And then you'll get the interceptions. Like, Mac Jones isn't going to take those risks. You know what I mean?
And we forgot that he's playing in 40-mile-per-hour winds. Like, he probably throws that ball in Seattle this weekend, and it's probably not going to be 40-mile-per-hour winds. Like, you saw the Jawan Jennings pass. That was like,
I don't give a shit. If you're a good quarterback, you can play anywhere. Like, Matt Stafford's probably going to tear apart Chicago's defense in the snow this week. He played great against the Eagles in the snow last year. In fact, the Rams really should have beaten the Eagles last year.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad they didn't. I hate the Eagles.
That was the Demarcus Robinson legacy game too. This guy always shows up. Remember that one?
Dude,
he had that one-handed grab.
Dude, I love DeMarcus.
Maybe that wasn't.
I'm not gonna lie. DeMarcus Robinson is a special teams talent, but as a teammate, dude, this guy's an A+ teammate. I want to re-sign him. Do we give him a 1 or 2 year deal? 2. So he's on the team. Thank God.
Yeah.
We need that guy's energy. We need to get Bourne back too. Get all
dude, like everyone hates the TikToks. Bro, I love that. I love what
Who cares, bro? Like,
they're doing TikToks.
Juju was TikToking for years and won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs. Didn't he win multiple with the Chiefs?
I think he did. I think he did.
Juju, USC legend. He fell off quick, bro. His fall off was hella quick. Like, if you remember, like, he was elite, and then all of a sudden he wasn't. Like, remember, he was like AB's boy. He was the next Antonio Brown on the Steelers. Like,
and then he just fell off of a cliff. I don't know where that guy's at right now. I don't know. Biggest thing, Brock Purdy's got to play good. Eric Kendricks, Garrett Wallow, they got to perform. Robert Saleh, we know he's had those interviews during the week. I still think he's going to be locked in for this game. He has to be locked in. This team is special. I just have that.
I don't
have this feeling.
special. I
You
don't.
don't think the team's special?
No, I think they're gonna lose this week. I think what they've
Jay, no, 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 no,
accomplished
no, 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 no.
what
I'm
they've
saying the team's
accomplished
special
is
because we're
great.
even here.
Not
No one
really. The
expected us
Eagles
to be
weren't
here.
that good, dude. The Eagles were bad all year. Like, we're acting like
Okay,
the
but
Eagles were good.
we were such big underdogs.
Dude,
No one expected
even
us to
I knew
win.
deep down we were gonna win. I picked
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
picked
what they
I
all
picked the
say.
Eagles. Why? Hold on. Why do I always pick the opposing team?
Because we win.
Well, when I picked the Niners in week 18 against the Seahawks, we lost. So, I think Seattle's going to win this game.
Oh.
What happened?
I don't know. Your mic unplugged, I think.
Can you hear me again?
I can hear you. I don't think your mic's plugged in.
Is the mic actually not plugged in?
No. I think you could do it on your MacBook. It sounds fine like this.
Not really. I have another mic. I'm not tripping.
You're back on it. You're back on it. You're back on it.
Well, that was so weird. All of a sudden, it kicked me off my own stream. It pulled the Grant Cohn. I'm at my house, and it pulled the Grant Cohn. I love Grant, by the way, dude. It's so funny how he's becoming like the biggest Niner fan in the world just of this team.
But
And
that's
it's
what I'm
like,
saying. I'm not saying this team's special, but this team, even Grant's on board. This team should not be where it's at, and they're doing incredible things. That's what I love about this team right now.
look, I'm going to say this: we deserve blind luck to win all these games after what we've
After
been
all these
through
things we've been through,
the last
yes.
decade, dude. In terms of like, I would say over the last 10 years, it was probably better to be a Jets fan. Here's why. The Jets never give you hope. You know what I mean? Like, when
Yeah.
you get there all the time, sure, it's great to win NFC championships. Who gives a fuck? No one's flashing their NFC championship rings, bro. We're a dynasty in Africa. You know how embarrassing that is? We're a dynasty in Africa, bro.
There's something just happened. The Raiders are interviewing 49ers offensive coordinator Clay Kubiak.
No, he's not OC. He's not the OC. He's like
The thing I don't understand is he doesn't make the play. Like,
doesn't matter. He's a Kubiak.
Take him.
Clint didn't call plays for the Niners, and he got a job. And then he became actually a very good play caller. So I think that's like they just trust the lineage of the Kubiaks, you know. I told you, if Gus Bradley's the fucking DC next year, dude, I'm gonna be so mad.
Jim Schwartz.
I hope. They don't have the balls to do that. You think Jed York's gonna spend on Jim Schwartz? Come on, dude. Come on. He's given all his money to Leeds United and they stink. Don't they have Salah on their team? The other Salah. Mo Salah?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. He's washed. I'm kidding. He's probably a great guy. I'm not. Most of what I say is sarcasm when I'm like cussing and saying all that stuff.
No, I
don't mean any harm. And I feel bad, by the way, talking about the weak link in this game, which is obviously Sam Darnold, because I've met Sam, came to spoke at my USC classes a few times. Great guy. And it feels really, really bad when I wouldn't say I talk shit about him, but I kind of just. I'm not as much of a believer as other people. It'd be, if he wasn't.
But I think you have the right to not be a believer. We've seen what he's done in the playoffs, and hasn't done anything.
Well, but then Seahawks fans will tell you. By the way, Seahawks fans are so annoying, man. They haven't been good in 10 years, and now they're out of the trenches acting like they're the second coming of Christ again. Like, bro, you weren't good for a decade.
We literally owned you guys for the last couple of years. What are you guys yapping about?
Yeah, but you know what they'll always argue? It's the same thing as Rams fans. Oh, we won a bowl. You didn't in the last 10 years. That's why it's so annoying, dude. The few Rams fans that are actually around. Los Angeles is a weird city in terms of football fandom because there's more Niner fans than Rams fans. There's more Cowboys fans than Rams fans probably, and there's just as many Raiders fans as Rams fans, I'm pretty sure. I would argue there's more Steelers fans than Chargers fans. There's more Packers fans than Chargers fans. There's probably more Panthers fans than Chargers fans here, dude. I'm not kidding. Chargers are like, people think the Clippers don't have fans. The Clippers actually have fans. Like, the Clippers have way more fans than the Chargers have fans.
100%.
Which is crazy.
I went to a Clippers game. Great time.
Yeah, dude, their fans, I feel bad for their fans, bro. They always choke. They suck every year. Although it hasn't been that much better as a Laker fan recently, dude. We lost to the freaking I have a video coming out tonight on the Lakers or tomorrow night that I had my editor work on the last few days about why the Lakers are historically bad. So that's going to be a super fun thing to post using all these advanced stats. Do you follow basketball a lot, Maj?
Not really.
If you ever get into it, you should subscribe to cleaningtheglass.com. And they don't even pay me. This is just, it's not like a shameless promo, but like they will tell you all the advanced metrics of like basically what a player's percentage is 20 feet from the rim,
The thing
team,
about
like,
thing
like,
about the NBA
yeah.
is when the Raptors won in 2019, one of the best days ever because I was into basketball. And ever since that, the league's just gone down and down and down. You touch a guy, he gets fouled. I just can't watch it. It's just too like, tweet, free throw.
Don't blame the players, blame the officiating.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. Like people try and talk shit about Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Like they're just doing what the officiating enables them to do. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like Shea built his whole game around that.
Yeah.
You're gonna blame him for doing that? Like that's why I don't understand a lot of Shea hate. Like he's an excellent basketball player. By the way, I agree though. The NBA is different. It's weird. A lot of it is it's and I want to talk more about the Niners because this is more
Yeah.
of a Niners thing. I know it's off topic, but the NBA has
Okay.
become so ISO driven for a long time with American players, but now Europeans are taking over the league because they play legitimate basketball. Like when I was playing AU in high school, it was just a shit show comparatively to that of like I'm sure like I played in Argentina last week, pickup game. They play so much differently there. It's basically European basketball, even though it's in South America. Argentina is basically Europe because it's a bunch of Italians and Germans that speak Spanish, and Spanish people
Yeah.
from Spain. Like either they're from Spain, they're from Italy, or they're from Germany, and they moved to Argentina. So it's
Makes
very
sense.
European style of basketball. It was really interesting to see the difference. But yeah, back to the Niners. Obviously, the weak link is Sam Donald. To me, this game is very simple. It's incredibly simple. If the 49er, and it sounds cookie cutter, but if the 49ers put up points and stop the run, they will win. I mean,
I
you're going to
agree.
if you force Sam Darnold to pass, you get him on a lot of third downs, and you're able to score points on a Mike Mack defense, you will win the football game. They've held Seattle to 13 twice. Saleh has done great with adjustments in terms of Seattle and when he's played them. I do think, that they're going to give up more than 13 points. I do. I think it'll be more of like a 24-20 game or a 27-24 game. I think it's going to be more of a barn buster than people think, like more high scoring than people think. Just like last week was, like I think this one, the over is going to hit. Like I truly think this is one of those games where you think it's going to be like 17-14, but it turns out to be like 31-28 or something. Like I can definitely see that. Playoff games are different, dude.
They are. I have a feeling that too, the Sam Darnold injury, like I know it might not be a big injury, but this is not good. If he keeps throwing with that oblique, it's gonna start hurting. Like it's going to start hurting. So I'm hoping that oblique maybe, starts lingering a little bit. Not wishing for an injury, but
I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Like Mac Jones played with an oblique injury against the Rams and dominated them. So
yeah,
like
that is true.
Mac Jones also might be a better quarterback than Sam Darnold.
I kind of agree. I agree.
I'm kidding. I mean, I don't know if I can say that yet, but in Kyle's system, Mac Jones is
Yes.
better than Sam Darnold. Without
I
Kyle's system, Sam Darnold's a better quarterback. But like in
yeah.
Kyle's system, Mac Jones is a better quarterback. I see two upsets happening in the NFC, honestly. Oh, wow. Bears not. I would literally stay up all night and not sleep for the entire week if it was Bears Niners, because that would mean the Niners are going to the Super Bowl. Like the Niners are not going to beat Seattle and then lose at Soldier Field. That's just not
I
happening.
just think it's so hard for me to pick the Bears this weekend just
They're
because
gonna,
like
yeah.
if the Bears start off like they have, there's no way Sean McVay's blowing a 21-3 lead. No shot.
Well, that was the game to get the Rams last week. Panthers had it. They choked. Now the Rams are going to be playing very fundamentally sound football. Like Sean McVay teams are weirdly like shoot themselves in the foot in big moments. Like this Rams team is the best team in the NFL, I
By
think.
far.
Like by far. They shouldn't have lost a single game this year.
No.
They shot themselves in the foot 3 or 4 times. That's why they lost. Right? Like yeah, they're the easy pick like to win the Super Bowl, but like I mean, yeah, because they're better than everybody else. They're going to play
Yeah.
Chicago. Chicago, you could argue, yeah, the Rams have no DBs. Neither does Chicago. I mean, they got Jalen Johnson back, but he's still a little banged up. Kyler Gordon's banged up. They give up a ton of points. I mean, Ben Johnson, like, I don't know if Caleb's got it in him yet to beat Stafford. You know, I want to see a Niners Bears NFC title game. I really do. I don't want to see the Rams, dude. But it's bad. Like if we're gonna beat Seattle, we're gonna play the Rams. Like let's be real, dude. Let's be real. They always want to make it tough on the Niners. You got to beat my 3 least favorite teams, the Eagles, the Seahawks, and then the Rams to make it to
Yeah.
the Super Bowl. And then you probably gotta play, hopefully, the Bills, but if the Bills don't make it, it's gonna be some fraud team, that has no chance to beat the Rams or Seahawks, unfortunately, like the Broncos or
Yeah.
Patriots, which
We'll see,
sucks,
man. This
you
team this
know?
team's a team of destiny. Like, I made a TikTok. I just
Disagree. I disagree. I disagree. Football is brutal. Football is something they are winning on blind luck in Purdy's greatness right now. Like Purdy led him downfield for the win with Christian McCaffrey. He has balls. Brock Purdy wins when it matters most. That I think is the biggest differentiator in terms of Jimmy G and in terms of um Darnold is like Purdy just has nuts when it matters. Jimmy didn't
Look
have
at
that.
balls.
Like you could look at the stats when Jimmy had Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle before he got hurt in 22, and they're like identical to Purdy's 2023 MVP type season. The difference is Purdy's a far superior quarterback because he can process better than Garoppolo. Doesn't get the balls out as quick, but he can run better and he has nuts. He plays
Yeah.
well when it matters.
Yeah.
When we got to the Super Bowl, Jimmy Garoppolo would have folded the Chiefs. We wouldn't have gone to overtime.
No.
Purdy got you a lead in overtime. Like he has nuts. And I think
Yeah.
honestly, I think that's the biggest. I'm not saying Sam Darnold doesn't have nuts. I also don't know. Like they also have to make Sam Darnold a factor in this game. And what I mean by that is the Seahawks have won. They won 2 weeks ago without Sam Darnold being a factor in the game, right? They won on their defense. Like Sam Darnold
Yeah.
didn't do shit the entire game. They ran the football, they protected Darnold, and they won on defense. If
Yeah.
you force Sam Darnold to win the game for the Seahawks, the 49ers will win the game. I have
That
full confidence in that. I don't know if I trust Brock as much as I love Brock Purdy, and I think he's playing phenomenal football. He's had a great year despite the interception problem. Like he's had a great year. I don't trust him to put up points against a Mike Mack defense. Like
I don't know.
everyone
We'll see.
chose the 2022 Seahawks. Like that was Pete Carroll, dude. Like that's a different defense. Like when he played Baltimore, when Mike Mack was the DC, threw 4 picks. Kyle struggled to scheme up Brock against them. Then he struggled in week 1, even though we won. We had Bosa and Warner in week 1, and in week 18 we struggled immensely too. And last year we struggled against Geno, bro. They had fucking Geno, and we still lost, bro. Like that Seattle team last year stunk. I'm sorry, and like we couldn't even beat them, bro. We were horrible. We stunk last year too. But I'm just saying, like Purdy has struggled immensely against Mike Mack defenses. That's what scares me. If they put up points and they stop the run, can't let Charbonnet and Ken Walker go for 40-yard
No.
runs again. They will win. I agree with
I
you
agree.
there. I don't see it happening. I just don't. I think Seattle too well rested, too well coached. The only
But like
thing
the
that
well-rested thing, I told Grant that could either work in their favor or not.
yeah, because the Packers beat the shit out of us the first first 3 quarters
Like, that's what I'm
a few
saying. If the
years ago.
Niners can
So
listen, the Niners have to jump on the Seahawks quick. They gotta pounce, they gotta
I agree.
score quickly, and then once they score quickly, I'm not saying take a break, but then they can kind of
I
like,
told you my
you
take.
know
I told you my take. They don't score 7 on the first possession, the game's over. The first
I
possession
don't
they
I
gotta
think
score
first
7.
possession is crazy. I think like, if they go 3 and out every single drive for the first 3 drives, then yeah. But first possession, if they stop us, we stop them, ball game's still a ball game. Like,
I just
I feel like we do have to have a lead. I feel we have to have a lead. Like,
we
it's
do,
gotta be
we do.
7,
Yeah, yeah.
7-3, 14-7. Like, we gotta score points. I think the biggest thing, like, we don't even have to talk about this. We gotta score points to win. That's how you win football games. You gotta score points.
Yeah, I mean, he makes a good point here. Shanahan needs to be in his bag in this game. Saul always seems to find ways to adjust, but Kyle is going to have to play multiple hands and
Exactly.
switch up. And it's true. He's going to have. He didn't. He. I. The thing that I think benefits the Niners immensely, despite the injuries, and this is a good point. Shanahan was completely outcoached 2 weeks ago, and he's a
Yeah.
prideful dude. He knows he's the best, if not the best, top 3, 4 coach in football, right? Like he's going to make sure they put up points in this game. It's all going to be on Brock. He'll call correct plays. I expect Kyle to call his best game against Mike McDonald throughout his career. I
Yeah.
do. It's all on Brock. If he can, it's going to be turnover battle. The Niners don't force many turnovers. I could see a pick 6 for us in this game. That'd be great, like a Lenore pick 6 or for whatever reason, I had a dream last night that Upton Stout had the game-winning pick 6 to win. And that'd be awesome if that actually came true because
Dude,
maybe
that'd
I
be
would
sick.
actually see the future in premonition dreams. But Our DBs haven't been much of an issue. Like JSN did nothing against Lenore. You'll hear those Seahawks fans bitch and moan about, oh, the pass interference call. Like, dude, he had 0 yards against Lenore. Let's calm down. He got his 50 yards against another corner. Um, we need Ricky Pearsall to play. To me, that's the big difference. We saw that was the difference in week 1, other than Bosa. Not gonna have Bosa, so that makes it tougher.
The biggest thing, Pearsall has to play in this game because last week, I think if Pearsall plays in that game against the Seahawks, that's just another guy they have to worry about. Pearsall plays, that's another guy they got to worry about because then they're going to – Demarcus Robinson just came off of a great game. They're going to have to worry about him. They're going to have to worry about Pearsall. They're going to have to worry – like, if Pearsall doesn't play, then they just got to focus on Jennings and Demarcus Robinson. Pearsall's just another weapon, and he's got to stop being a little – pussy and play because I'm getting tired of this shit. Like he's gonna play, he's gonna get hurt again, and he's gonna be out for let's say
the crazy thing is, well, who cares if he's out against the Bears or Rams? They don't really need Pearsall against those teams. Like Jawan Jennings can cook the Rams DBs or the Bears DBs. Like I'm not worried about that. And Seattle and their DBs, you need Pearsall because, like Grant said, Reek Woolen's good against bigger bodied wide receivers like Jennings, and, D-Rob, and obviously you're not gonna throw Witherspoon's way that much because he's one of the best corners in the league. Like you're going to try and avoid him as much as you can, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, if they put Reek on Pearsall and he plays, Pearsall even at 70% will cook the shit out of him. He's one of the best route runners in the league. I want to see Pearsall have the game we all know he can have. Like I'm agree with you, Maj.
You gotta have the week one Pearsall.
You have 6 months, bro. Like play. You have 6 months to recover if you lose. Okay, like. If you win, you have 1 week, but that's football, bro. Then he needs to get hit a little bit. You need to get hit a little bit. That's why I think the Niners can come out strong and go up 14-0. Like if they do, I think they win the game. I think that's how they win. I think they got to go up 2 scores. I think it's possible only because the Seahawks haven't gotten hit in 2 weeks. Like that matters, bro. Like that. Look what happened to the Packers a few years ago when the Niners went into the snow and beat them. Like the Packers just looked lethargic the entire. And that Niners team, I think, was worse than this Niners team. I mean, defensively they were better, but offensively, like Elijah Mitchell had a good year, but like Jimmy Garoppolo, Elijah Mitchell, Debo was prime, but besides him, like Ayuk wasn't that great yet. You know what I mean? So, what up, dude? So again, like I think Pearsall is the key. Trent Williams playing is obviously huge.
That's a huge other, and that's another factor. Like people, I don't think realize how big Trent Williams is. Like the guy is gonna change. You could see it kind of in the Eagles game. Like the offense looked a little bit different just because Trent Williams is back. When he comes back, it's great for the team. So I'm so happy.
It is, and I think. Look, I don't think they put up 3 points again, but I don't think Seattle gets held to 13. If that makes sense.
I think this is gonna. People keep bringing that up. This is gonna be a completely different game than it was. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like 24-20. Like it's gonna be a different game. It's not gonna be a 9-3 game. It's gonna be different. Like I have a feeling offense is gonna be more of a thing this game. It was more defense was the thing last game. I think this game's gonna be more offense at the start, and then teams are gonna start tightening it down a little bit, and it's gonna be like. A team's going to win by a field goal. That's all I'm going to – I have that feeling. You said Eddie P, simulation, and Madden won the field goal. I have a feeling that could happen. Imagine – oh, my God.
Honestly,
that'd be – don't get me hyped because that would be cinema. Imagine Eddie P game winner.
That'd be great. Or Jason Myers game loser would be great too.
That would be great too because I wouldn't shut up about that loser.
Look, I have nothing against Seattle as a team.
Oh, I have everything against Seattle. Screw Seattle. Their fans suck. Their jerseys suck. Everyone on their team sucks. I hate Seattle.
Look, I'll say this. They have passionate fans. And by the way,
they're passionate, but they're all dumb.
They're a little delusional, but so are Niners.
Little?
To be honest.
Little delusional?
That's my big problem with a lot of Niner fans. And I'm saying that as a Niner fan. Like, we got to stop fucking saying we're the best org in sports. Like, we haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years. We got to stop being delusional in that sense. We can't be talking shit to Rams and Seahawks fans. They've won Super Bowls, even though they haven't been as consistently good as us. They've won Super Bowls in the last 13, 14 years. You know what I mean? So I want us to be a little more docile as like fans, like not as like, fuck you, we're better than you, until we win a Super Bowl. Like, we got to walk the walk to talk the talk. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like our fans too many times talk shit and it's premature. Like, it's like, what are we doing? Like, we haven't won. We lost to Kansas City. Doesn't matter. Remember, NFL is different than the NBA. The NBA, the best team wins every year, pretty much. Pretty much the best team wins every year. except when LeBron beat the Warriors the one time. Like that was the only, and it was because Draymond was suspended, right? Since
Yeah.
then, the Warriors were the best team in the NBA when they won a few years ago. The Celtics were easily the best team in the NBA when they won. Thunder were the best team in the NBA when they won, and the Nuggets were easily the best team in the NBA when they won. And this year, I mean, this year's a little more wide open because OKC is kind of falling off. But like when we get to the playoffs, I'll tell you the winner right when we get to the playoffs. The
Raptors.
NFL is completely
Raptors.
different.
Raptors in
Um,
4.
like I think it's completely different.
Yeah, I agree. This is gonna be a big game, and I
Me one
just feel
thing.
it's gonna come down to a field goal. It's gonna come down to a field goal. Got that feeling in my bones. You're very right about Pearsall going off. If they win, Warner comes back next week, and Pearsall can take a slight step back. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's a good point. Also, we have
Also, Brandon, I think this is a game that Warner's gonna be on the sidelines. He hasn't been on the sidelines in a minute, and they all know in their heads, if we win this freaking game, Fred Warner comes back. That's literally if
yeah,
they win this game, we go to the NFC Championship game, and we have a literal game changer on our whole team. He doesn't
yeah.
even play offense, but he impacts the offense and defense. That's how big of a player he is. He comes back into this lineup, dude. We are going to the Super Bowl. I will like Fred Warner we beat the Rams with a super injured team. Mac Jones was our quarterback. We had no Pearsall that game. I don't even think we had Jawan, and we still won. We still won. So that's what's got to be in the Niners' heads. Like we
By the
can.
way, this guy's making great points. We got to milk the clock this time of possession, ball control, crucial. Use the same game plan as Week 5 versus Ram. 100%.
Yes. Just check downs. That's what
Yeah,
we
they
said
didn't
it
have the
on.
ball enough against the Seahawks a few weeks ago.
Yes,
Another
use
good
the
point
Mac
he
Jones.
makes here. McDonald is going to dare the 49ers to throw it underneath. Brock can't shy away from that. Take with it. Yes, check down.
Don't force it.
Use
That's
Jack
exactly what I
McCaffrey.
just said.
Don't
Just check
force the
down.
ball into triple coverage like he typically does.
Just check
Like,
down. That's all you got to do. Just check
he
it down.
loves throwing the tight ends. He loves
Stop
throwing
doing
the tight ends.
these. Stop doing these dumb. Like yes, you make 50.
You know, Jake Tonjes is about to have 100 yards, bro. I'm telling
and
you,
he
right
should.
now.
And he should though. He should. Jake Tonjes should have 100 yards. This is a game where we need guys to just play their game. Brock, play your game. Like, just don't overcomplicate things. Play your game.
Look, I think there's a chance they win, but I think so many things it has to be the opposite of the Seattle game a few weeks ago. You know how everything went wrong for the Niners, like the Christian drop, the 4th and 1, the 3rd and 17, like everything went right for the Seahawks, everything went wrong for the Niners. I'd rather have it happen there and have it flipped in the playoffs and vice versa. Us winning and then them coming into San Francisco if we had gotten the 1 seed and getting us off our game, right? Like I kind of like being the underdog more. I think San Francisco plays better as the underdog. They never play well as the favorite. So I'm kind of glad no one's picking them. I haven't seen a single person in media pick them. I think that plays to their benefit.
And I like that, dude. I like being the underdog. No one,
I
like I
do
said,
too.
no one
Because
picks
there's
the
house
Eagles.
money. And by the way, even if they lose this game, God forbid, let's say they lose this game, I would still consider it a successful season, considering the injuries.
100%.
Considering the
Dude,
injuries.
Brendan, we were never supposed to be here.
The problem is, I always say this, and I know that like people say, oh, the window's always open as long as Purdy's the quarterback and Shanahan's the coach. But there's going to have to be some major changes once McCaffrey is done. Like,
Okay, but we don't have to worry about that right now. That's
are we sure? Is he going to be healthy next year?
That's why I do think the Niners have to draft a running back, pick up a running back.
They drafted one. They don't use him. His name's Jordan James.
Yeah, but do you think
You know
he's
what I
going to be
mean?
a McCaffrey replacement? I mean, you never know.
I fucking miss Isaac Guerrero, bro. I know he has an OnlyFans girlfriend, but like,
does he actually?
I miss Isaac.
Wait,
I think his girl is.
What's his girlfriend?
I haven't seen her OnlyFans. I just know my friend texted me. He's like, Isaac Guerrero's girlfriend does OnlyFans, and I'm like, that seems on brand with Isaac Guerrero.
No
good for her.
way.
She's making money, bro. I never blame women that do OnlyFans. I blame the guys who pay for OnlyFans. There's a difference. You know what I mean? That's the issue. It's not the women trying to make money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's some knowledge right there. That's 27-year-old wisdom. That's like, you know what I mean? Like I'm almost 27 now. I got that wisdom. Anyways, a few more minutes here. I gotta actually get to work in a second.
Yeah, my MacBook's about to die. It's at 9%.
Last thing I'll say, let's give your game and score prediction right here, and I'll give mine.
I'm gonna do.
I know exactly what score you're gonna say, by the way.
Okay, go.
You're gonna say 24-29ers.
24-20. Okay, that was okay. Listen, I had two. 24-20 or 27-20. Those
Yeah,
two.
I knew you were
And I
gonna
think,
say that.
listen, Brock Purdy, play your game. Throw no. Brock Purdy would have had a perfect game last game if he didn't throw those two dumbass interceptions. That would have been a perfect Brock Purdy game. Don't throw those passes. It's not 40-mile-per-hour winds. Can't use that. Can't use that as an excuse.
The
Just
first
play your
one wasn't
freaking
as
game,
bad
bro.
as the second one.
Just play your freaking. Yeah, we talked about that. Ton, just blah blah blah.
Tonja's
Purdy, just play your game. Brandon, what's your prediction?
people are gonna hate me. People are gonna hate me. My gut is always wrong. My gut says that 49ers are gonna win, and I hate that. And I think it's starting to say Seattle's gonna win. So I'm gonna go with my mind and gut here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Seattle 27, San Francisco 24.
Oh my god, we're gonna lose by a field goal. Oh my god, you suck.
We only
You
lose in
suck.
the
You
worst
gotta put this
ways.
on. We're gonna lose by a field goal.
We only lose in the worst ways, bro. I could see it being 27-3. I'm not gonna lie. Because there's so much money. There's
If
so
we put
much
up 3 points
money.
again, I'll be
Listen,
mad.
there's so much money on +7 San Francisco. Vegas knows something. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but they're getting information about something where they're comfortable with that line staying at +7, even though everyone's betting the Niners +7. So they
Cool.
must think Seattle, who covered last time, they won by 10, is going to cover again. I hope they're wrong. I hope it's close. I hope Niners win. I don't think a lot of people have bet the money line. I think they've
Yeah.
bet a lot of Seahawks money line, depending on like cash. So I'm hoping the Niners pull off the upset. I want to play the Bears. I don't want to see the Rams. I don't give a fuck. I want to see the Bears. I don't want to play at SoFi at Levi South next week. I don't want to play there. I don't care. I am petrified of Sean McVay because I know he's one of the only coaches that can actually beat Kyle Shanahan. You know what I
I
mean?
agree.
We've
I
seen
agree.
it. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna have PTSD if we play the Rams, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have PTSD. Like I can't
But
ever
that's
go see a game and have fun
that's next
watching
week.
a game. But
That's
yeah, let's
next week.
focus
We
on this
gotta
week. I don't think they win. I think our season ends, and I'm focusing on Niners draft stuff next week. I hope
I
I'm
think we
wrong.
win. Bang bang Niner game.
I
Go
don't know
Niners.
how you can be confident in a team this
Go
hurt, bro.
Niners. Go Niners.
All right. Make sure to check out Mosh Sports everywhere: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Make sure you're subbing to my YouTube. This will be up on YouTube right after. Make sure you're following me on TikTok, on Instagram too. Got a lot of good shit coming out.